How I help you buy the right home in San Diego and not just buy a property. First and foremost, I'm your advocate. I have a fiduciary responsibility to put your interests above mine at all times, making sure that I'm guiding you through the process so you accomplish your goals. One of the biggest things that I do for my clients is understanding their needs. I want to know what their ideals are versus the necessary things that they cannot get rid of in order to buy a home. Whether that be, I need 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, or I need to be X far away from a school district, or I love parks. You fill in the blank of 100 different things that are extremely important to you as a buyer and not so important to the other person you're competing against. When you're about to write that first offer, it is normal that your ideals meet your necessities, and sometimes things that you didn't think were a requirement to your purchase bubble up to the top. Listen to those feelings because they're very important. Trying to figure out what your ideals are compared to your wants and needs when purchasing a home is the most important thing. While being neutral, my job is to stress test your assumptions, meaning I'm going to keep asking you questions of like, does this feel right? Does it look right? Does it sound right for you? People process information in multiple different ways, and so making sure that we look at every single angle about this property you're about to purchase so it fits your needs. Having a network of professionals that have been vetted out through hundreds of transactions and have been referred to me by business professionals, whether that is an HVAC contractor, a general home inspector, or a general contractor, and everything in between, I know somebody. And if I don't know them, I'm highly incentivized to find the best person to introduce to you. When you're purchasing a single family home here in San Diego, the number one thing that I see people miss out on is a sewer line inspection. Your general home inspector is gonna look at all of the functioning things going on in your house as best as they can visually, but they typically do not do a sewer line inspection. And missing out on a sewer line inspection could cost you $30,000 to $50,000 right away after you purchase the home. There are hundreds of different inspections that you could do, possibly even thousands, on every single individual unique property that you're looking into. And so knowing whether it's a rural property and you want to check out the property lines, or is it on a septic tank, or what are the setbacks in the community, whether the condo has a special assessment coming up, or are the financials in good standings, knowing what questions to ask and what professionals to reach out to get more specific information. When purchasing a home, a lot of people think of their needs right now and aren't thinking 5 to 10 years out of when they potentially might sell that property. So having an extensive market knowledge and an understanding of how people have best used the property to increase the value over the long term is another value add that I bring. Last but definitely not least is your overall guidance of the process. That's why I sit down with my buyers and have a consultation of where we are starting to how we're going to finish in every step along the way. I've done so many transactions now that I can usually see 10 steps ahead of you, and so I can navigate us around the potholes before they ever show up. And if we do run into trouble, I'll give you every pros and cons and example and ways to get out of the trouble as best serves your interests. And with me being neutral in the process, if we need to get out of contract and that is what's best for you, I will advocate for that so we can go find another home that better suits your needs. And don't worry, you don't just get me. I have an entire team around me, from my transactional coordinator, my listing manager, we even have marketing, PR, and then like I said, the complete suite of business professionals of CPAs, wealth advisors, inspectors, contractors. I considered everybody part of my team, here to help you. If you have any more questions about buying a home in San Diego, give me a call. Here to help.